Chefs, what is the beef? Cam here, welcome to another live video. And as I take a seat, hopefully no fucking motorbikes or cars fly by here and drown out the sound because I don't have headphones. Anyway, hope you're hearing me loud and clear. So it's Monday, we're starting off a week, and what I want to hit you with to start off this week is giving you something practical that you can start this week with and make it a positive outcome for yourself. So with the past 2 or 3 weeks that everyone's been in quarantine, isolation, the fucking world closing in, the walls are closing in, that we're in a very precarious position, a lot of us, right? And specifically we're in a precarious position mentally because we're being confined physically, and obviously our livelihoods are being threatened because a lot of us are out of work forcibly. Now, in that place you can end up in a very, very, very black hole. Yeah, you can end up in a dark place if we don't remain vigilant and we're not careful about what we're doing and what we're focusing on. So in that dark place, let's say the situation is like this. You know, we're out of work, we're in the house, we can only go out if we really need to for essentials. We're confined with family, we've got cabin fever, we're out of work, the industry's fucked, don't know what I'm going back to. You know, for a lot of us that's the situation, and if we really focus on that, which is outside our control, we really focus on that thing outside our control, mentally it'll destroy us. Mentally it'll make this process a lot fucking harder than it needs to be. And in that place, chef, we have a choice. We have a choice. And what I said to every chef that I coached this week is that we all have a fucking choice. I'm going to set you a very simple challenge, and anyone watching this video, I'm going to send you a very simple challenge by the end of this. So when you think of all the negatives and all the shit that is going wrong and all the things that aren't happening within our lives right now, it's very easy to be swallowed whole by that thought and let yourself be crippled. And I said to every chef that this week what you're going to do is every single day you're going to do something called an accountability post. Now you could do this on your own social media, you could do it fucking anywhere to be honest, but the idea is that instead of focusing on what you can't control, instead of focusing on all these negative things, on focusing on all the bad, why don't we try and dial it into 3 tasks that you can do on a daily basis to ensure that you're on track. 3 daily tasks to ensure that you're in a good space mentally and that you feel that you're accomplishing something. And that gives you some form of control over what's happening within your life. And it's very important. And the first thing is, and I said to everyone that I coached, first things first, what exercise did you get done today? Second thing to go in the post is what did you eat for that day? And then the third thing is your one productive task. And in that, right, one bit of exercise, doesn't matter how fucking small it is, you could have done 3 jumping jacks, it's better than nothing. You know, you could have gone to the park, you could have gone for a walk. The idea is that you're doing something small every day. Same thing with the nutrition. It's like the fact that you might have to post about what you ate that day might stop you from stuffing your face with shit all day and drinking, you know, and avoid that pitfall. And the last thing is the productive task. You know, we kind of think that it's pointless to keep the house clean, or pointless to fucking do this, or pointless to do that. Do something productive and note that down. Could be cleaning your house, could be fucking reading a couple of pages of a book, something small. And in that process of you making a post every single night, you start to regain control. And mentally you start to fucking, you know, you feel refreshed then. You feel like you've accomplished something, that you're satisfied. And the idea here is that in this situation, when the fucking, you know, when the shit is hitting the fan and everything's as bad as it could possibly be, we all have a choice. You know, we all have a choice. And we can choose to focus on negative, or we can choose to focus on positive. But ultimately, there is no such thing as negative and positive. There's only what we perceive it to be. There's only what we perceive it to be. If we think something's bad, it's going to be bad. If we think something is good, it's going to be good. And it's important that in a dark time that we try and perceive as much as we can as positive. And by how you perceive things as positive is that you take action in small amounts. Now that action in small amounts, as I said, create that accountability post. Tag some people who you'd like to fucking, you know, be involved. But ultimately, it's like 3 tasks. Small bit of exercise, small bit of nutrition, and then one thing that's productive. And there, in that process, all of a sudden you start turning the tide in your mind. But if we don't start taking that small amount of action and we start focusing on all this fucking shit out there, proactively seeking fucking anxiety on social media, looking at all these statistics and scaring the shit out of ourselves, you know, and spreading this hysteria around, we can get so trapped in that and we can actually forget about the things that we can do. And when you forget about the things that you can do, tell you what happens. Like going off a cliff, straight into the fucking depths of hell. Fact. So, let's not do that. Let's focus on those things that we can do. I want everyone who's watching this who is struggling, obviously leave me a comment or send me a message to let me know what you're going through. But what I'd suggest is, as I've coached the other chefs to do, is start doing that accountability post. Something small every single day. And if you don't know what to do for exercise, send me a message. I'll send you on our training guide. I'll send you on the program. I'll send you on the nutrition. I'll give you our fucking system for free. I don't really care at this point in time. It's about giving you something that is practical, that can get you off the ground. So if anyone doesn't have that, send me a message. I'll get it sent on to you. And let's start creating those posts. I think it's really, really, really important that we can make a positive change in ourselves, and ultimately we can pull each other through, you know. Like, social media is a fucking tool, and we can use it to scare the fuck out of each other, and we can use it to, you know, complain about the government, which is probably fair enough considering what happened last week. We could do it, we can use it for all sorts of reasons, but we can use it as a powerful tool to pick each other up, to drive each other forward, to be some kind of beacon of light when it's fucking dark. And that's what I'd like everyone to do. So if anyone needs those programs, get a message sent on, I'll get it sent out to you, and let's focus on what we can do and disregard what we can't. Much love to all of you. Stay safe.